Today. Now going over to the Culture Proud podcast, you have a male runner wins a 200-meter race against females in his varsity race in Oregon. Who would have thunk it? Well, I mean, anyone with a modicum of intelligence, then yes, probably, yeah, obviously, of course, a biological male, as youth might say, roasted the females or beat them by a mile. Now, this video is actually taken down and is striked by the school, so copyright strike specifically. So a lot of people who had retweeted this had actually had the video just taken down. Lives of TikTok still has it up, and I am experimenting with some picture-in-picture technologies. Hence, you can see a couple more stuff on the desk here. However, I had a little bit of technical issue. Hopefully, be able to resolve that by the end of the week. But know that I am working on it, trying to increase the capabilities of the show. Now, Lives of TikTok said, quote, "A male just won the girls' 200-meter varsity in Sherwood, Oregon. He set a new record for the girls' race. These high school girls just had their dreams stolen from them because the school is catering to the delusions of a boy who pretends to be a girl. He is a cheater." And it looks like this man's name is Aiden Gallagher. I don't think it's in relation to the watermelon smashing guy. Getting a finish time of 25:49, with the second place being Samantha Clay, the true winner, and she was at 27:70. Let's see here. This is comical, folks. 25:49 on the relays. Oh, leaps and bounds. And again, in racing, seconds can feel like a lifetime because, yeah, you get to elite racing, whether it's track or whether it's cars, whatever it is. A second is huge. And this went viral. Got 9.6 million views and 54,000 likes. Now that being said, I can't help but notice. You look at all the stands and all the parents are cheering people on. All the other competitors are there. If all the biological girls just refuse to participate, you have one awkward-looking guy running around in a circle. I don't think it would last long. Now, so some of the comments comes from Paul Zazupa saying, quote, "This man is not a cheater. He's a criminal. He's stolen the girls' opportunity for fair competition and to have a bright future in sports. He's essentially R-worded their sport and their privacy. This man should be prosecuted for forceful entry and abuse," getting 2.3 thousand likes. Uncommon Sense says, quote, "Men beating women up women used to be called domestic violence. Now it's called diversity," and getting 4.4 thousand likes. Jennifer says, quote, "For the inevitable, why don't they stop racing? Why should they? All that happens is he gets the trophies, they get nothing. They may not even be punished. The school will get punished if the girls don't race. Why is anyone forcing this choice on the young girls to protect them?" Unquote. That did get 2.6 thousand likes. Well, it'd be pretty simple because if no one showed up, the school would stop. I mean, if the taxpayers showed up, they should be irate as well. Again, they're paying for this. I'm pretty sure this is a public school, so your sales, or in most cases, this is funded by property taxes, as well as a myriad of other taxes, including telecom taxes. But I partially digress. I mean, they're paying for that. Scrolling down, you have Random Libs saying, quote, "South Park called it," and it's a picture of the South Park very testosterone, bodybuilding guy standing on first place for the strong women competition. You got the other girl looking meek and the other girl's just beaten to a pulp. They got 7.5 thousand likes. Planet of Memes says, quote, "When will females finally take a collective stand and stop competing against males? That's the only way this nonsense stops." I'm getting 5.3 thousand likes. And even better yet, why don't they stop and just start their own competition? I can't but think, if it's a public school, maybe the students should have right to use the track. Have the real race on a Sunday. Not a terrible idea. You have Peacemo saying, quote, "Why did the girls compete? All they had to do is not step on the track," getting 1.1 thousand likes. Richard Pierce says, quote, "This is Oregon. Trans women are both protected in attending the bathroom of their identified gender and playing sports. It will take voter outrage or a federal law to change the minds of the Oregon politicians." I'm getting 204 likes. Now, that being said, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, politicians are pretty self-serving. They should, listen to the people. They don't always. But, yeah, in theory, if they don't, primary them. Get a better candidate, get people involved in politics, which, again, is could be an uphill battle. A lot of people don't vote. So you got to get them out there and get someone better in office. Let's see here. Let Oregon Learn says, quote, after the second heat of the 200, he ultimately placed second in the 200. He also placed second in the 400, barely losing to a girl. Here he is on the podium, taking the place of the true second place finishers. And yeah, he looks jacked. Pretty big biceps. Getting 147 likes. Captain Morgan says, quote, I bet he get placed last on the boys team, getting 956 likes, which, yes, precisely, that would absolutely happen. That's what we saw with Leah Thomas, the swimmer, who went from, it's like the 458th best male swimmer to then the number one in the female category. Let's see, also have Smith Radio saying, quote, he stole the race from these girls, but he also stole the record from whichever girl originally had it, and stole the dreams of every girl who would have beat the old record. It can only be restored if the record is erased. I don't think that'll ever happen. Getting 872 likes, which, no, I don't think. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll ever actually erase that record. Let's do one or two more here. You have first-time callers saying, quote, females must not compete, just walk away when a loser man walks up. Getting 689 likes. You have Gay Lumberjack saying, quote, feminists finally found the type of man they'd be subservient to. Getting 881 likes. So again, everyone in the comments section is pretty much overwhelming in favor, saying this is malarkey, as Grandpa might say, or youth might say, if the term, if they bring it back. But no one is really, at least on social media, supporting this. Now, that being said, there are millions of people who do support this. They say there is no difference between biological men and biological women, they claim. So it'll be interesting to see, what does the school do at the end of the day? Do they change their thoughts? Do they change their behavior? Do you think the women will actually, I don't know how vernacularly correctly it sounds, but will they step up by stepping down, perhaps, and just refusing to compete against these unfair conditions? Let me know. As always, it'll be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight,